The next movement in our series is a Bear-Position Renegade Row with rotation. So it's a slight tweak to a typical Renegade Row. There's a lot of good stuff happening here. Let me show you how this movement looks first. I have the dumbbells set up directly underneath my shoulders. My feet are about shoulder width apart. I'm in a bear crawl position, so a quadruped position on my hands and knees. I'm gonna lift my knees slightly off the ground. Now I'm gonna pull one dumbbell to my hip. As I do, I'm pushing through this downside arm. So I'm gonna push down through my left arm as I pull with my right. Once I get up to the hip, notice I start to rotate, turn my shoulder and look up to the sky through that side. I'll come back down under control and then I'll do the other side. I'll do a couple reps for you here. So a typical Renegade row you might have done before, where I just keep my body straight and row. Great exercise here because we're developing single-sided strength as I get a pull on one side, but I'm also developing strength on the other side as I push to stabilize. This push and pull motion is often what we do in day-to-day life as we move through life, as we throw, as we grab things. When I reach to grab something, you notice this shoulder automatically goes back. That's how we want to train our scapula and our torso to move for day-to-day activity and for sport. So this is a great exercise for building strength through that pattern. So that's why I'm focusing on pressing with this downside arm. I'm pushing into the ground. As I pull, I'm rowing back towards my hip. I'm really targeting my lats, my rhomboids, my biceps, my forearms in this rowing motion like any row would, and posterior deltoid. But as I twist, I'm also teaching my torso to rotate. I'm getting rotation at the thoracic spine. So I'm getting this push-pull motion, and that's the slight tweak to it. Now I did it in the bear crawl position. You can also do this in a push-up position, but I like the bear crawl position a little bit better because I have my hips flexed and my knees flexed. So that's gonna allow me to be in a little bit more athletic position, which is gonna be better for creating that optimal rotation. So my pelvis is not stuck with my legs out straight. So that's why I like that. For this one, because it's a strength movement, I'll typically program this one for about 8 reps on each side, 8 to 10 reps on each side. And I wanna move a pretty heavy weight. So it's challenging me for those 8 to 10 reps on each side. So that was our Bear-Position Renegade Row with rotation.